Hi soul family, welcome or welcome back to your another pick a card reading with me, Ivy Spiritual Messages and Tarot. For today's pick a card reading, we are going to look at messages from your person. What do they want you to know? As usual, for today's pick a card reading, we have 6 piles that you can choose from. Pile number 1, the orange quartz crystal. Pile number 2, the black obsidian crystal. Pile number 3, the amethyst crystal. Pile number 4, the clear quartz crystal. Pile number 5, the tiger eye crystal. And pile number 6, the lapis lazuli crystal. You may pause this video to meditate and take some time for yourself to choose the pile that you are drawn to the most, and then after that you can head into the description box or also the comment section where I've put the timestamp for each of the pile. Also, please note that this is a general collective energy reading, therefore it may or may not resonate with every single one of you. If this message does not resonate with you, please consider checking your moon rising and your sunshine reading, which also I will link in the description box as well. If the message resonates with you, don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, as well as subscribe and the notification bell next to it so you don't miss out any of my twin flame guidance and reading into the future. Without further ado, let's get into your reading. Hello everyone, for those who chose pile number 1, messages from your person, what do they want to tell you? So let's look at into your card here. Okay, so we got work, career and finance, the Queen of Swords, the Magician, the Crown or the Strength card, the Ace of Wands, and then we've got polarity coming up here. So for those who chose pile number 1, the sign that I'm getting for you here, I'm getting a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. I'm also getting a very strong Leo energy, fire sign, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So this can be in your chart or this can also be in your person chart here. Now the message that I've got from your person, what do they want to tell you at this point of time here is that they're currently focusing too much on their work, on their career related situation, as well as on to building up their finances here. So it's like you may feel like your person is ignoring you, or you may feel like they are just like having the best time of their life, like they're just basically ignoring you because they do not want to talk to you, they do not want to communicate with you here. But it's not the case. I feel like this is like the energy of them trying to run away. So the way that they're running away here is that by throwing themselves into work, like by doing overtime, working and working and working, building up their finances, because it's like whenever they slow down, whenever like they're just having that one particular moment, they just like pause for a minute. When that happens, they keep getting all the thoughts about you, they keep thinking about you, they keep reminiscing about you, and this is like something making them feeling painful emotionally here, emotional pain and emotional trauma. And I feel like your person with this Queen of Swords energy, they're someone who is more into a logical type of person here, more into like a critical thinking type of energy here. So it's like all things that they're honoring at this point of time here is that only the logical mind, only like how do they perceive this emotion in a logical sense, because such an intense connection, such a powerful connection that both you and your person have here, and it cannot be defined by any logical senses here. And like this is not something that one can say, okay, this is what it exactly means. No, like all this emotion and all this gut feeling, all this emotion within themselves here is something of such a new thing, I would say, here for your person. And they do not know how to deal with all those things. They do not know how to actually like slowing down and then look into themselves, feeling the emotion, healing all this emotional pain and emotional trauma within themselves. So what they do here is that they do what they think is the best for them, which is running away from the connection. And the way that they're running away from this connection here is that by throwing themselves into work, into like working and working and working, trying to building up their finances here. But every time they're slowing down, every time like they just like pause for a minute, they will be thinking about you here. And this is also why I've got the crown, the strength energy, as well as the ace of wands energy coming up here. I do feel like before they go to bed, or like during the night time here, they will always be thinking about you. So like they could also be dreaming about you here. This can be in terms of sexually dreaming about you, so you could be feeling that sexual tension coming up from your person during the night time as well. Like you could just feel that someone is there, like touching you and then hugging you, kissing you, and all those energy here. And I've also got the crown, which is the strength energy coming up here. So this is mostly like the advice coming up for you here, that at this point of time, the more you try to connect to your person, the more you try to like, even though what you do here is coming up from a good intention, coming up from a solid intention, I would say here, but they are not in the particular position to receive that, because the Queen of Swords energy here is that they are at this point of time currently taking up the Queen of Swords energy, which is they're just going to cut things, and or like they're just going to building up this defensive wall within themselves. Like I said, they are trying to be as logical as possible with this situation, even though there is no logical sense in this connection here, but they do not know that yet. Again, they are not awakened as you are. So the way that they're dealing with this connection, the way that they're dealing with this separation and everything going on in between both of you here, it's something that new for them, and this is what causing them to feel imbalanced within themselves as well. Now with this Magician card energy coming up here, like I said, they've been daydreaming about you, they've been thinking about you here, which is in a way is also been manifesting you into their life. Again, they might not know the label, they might not understand, or they might not understand about the twin flame and soulmate connection. They might not understand about the law of manifestation, the law of attraction, manifestation, meditation, spirituality, and all those things. But with how they've been thinking about you, with how they've been like trying to reminisce, like trying to connect with you here, even though this is something that they've been doing within the subconscious mind, so this is like not consciously what they're doing here. So this is also a way of them manifesting this connection to come into union, to come into reality here. But at the same time, your person at this point of time, for those who chose pile number 1, I feel like both of you are currently in separation, and your person is just like keep on running away from you, like are still in this running and chasing dynamic. So for this running and chasing dynamic to stop here, you need to initiate that first. You need to stop chasing your person here. Like try to not initiate contact, try to not initiate the conversation here. Like just standing still. Just give the time for your person to just, like run as much as they want, because at one point they're going to be tired and they're finally going to stop. And this is the time when both of you stop. This is the time when both of you can reconnect again, coming up into the union again here. And this is why I've got the advice card coming up for you, the polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So for you to be able to stop chasing him here, you also need to make peace with all this shadow side within yourself here, all this emotional pain and all this emotional trauma. Some of you might be thinking that if I don't keep in contact with him, if I don't keep on reaching out towards him, if I don't like keep on communicating with my person here, they're just going to find someone else and they're just going to forget about me. Now, it's not going to happen that fast. Like this connection is not such an easy connection to just completely forget and to just, like cut the cord between both of you. It's definitely not going to happen. Now, I do not want you to keep on trying to communicate with them and keep on chasing them when you are coming up from the place of fear. So when you're coming up from the place of fear here, you're trying to be obsessive and you're trying to control all the circumstances surrounding you, in a sense that you're trying to control, okay, if they do not message me, I'm going to message them first, like what is the harm can be done from that. But you need to understand, when you're messaging them or when you're reaching out to your person here, but you're coming up from the place of fear, when you're coming up from the place of obsessiveness and control energy, this can be felt by the other person. They can actually feel this energy, and this is what kind of like pushing them back here instead of pulling them towards you. So this is something that you need to pay attention to. This is something that you also need to heal here. I do feel like for those who chose pile number 1, definitely try to work on your shadow side. That's the most important thing for you here. So that's it for those who chose pile number 1. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good day, stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye. Hi, for those who chose pile number 2, messages from your person. What do they want to tell you now? Let's look into your cards here. Okay, so we've got I wish I could talk to you right now. And then we've got 9 of Cups, the Star, Page of Swords, 7 of Cups, and imagination coming up here. So the sign that I'm getting for you, I'm getting a very strong air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, more specifically Aquarius. I'm also getting a very strong water energy coming up here, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So you could have any of those signs, or your person could have any of those signs coming up here. Now looking at the messages from your person, what do they want to tell you at this point of time here? I've got I wish I could talk to you right now. Like, this is already self-explanatory here. They really want to communicate with you. They really want to, like, start the communication to happen between both of you here. I'm getting that some of you, for those who chose pile number 2 here, are currently in separation or even like in no communication. For a very, very specific group of you here, you are either blocking this person, or you might have changed your number, or like deleted your social media pages here, that they have no other way to contact you, or they have no other way to communicate with you here, because at this point of time they are wishing, like this is like the wishing for from them here. The vision that I'm getting here is that they're literally looking up into the sky, the star and the moon here, and literally wishing for you to be able to communicate with them, for you to be able to unblock them and just be open to receive this, to receive their communication. Because I feel like some of you here, the separation might not be in a good term, like like it could be being angry too much, or you might have said something, or like this could also be the mutual energy between both of you, in a sense that both of you could have said something, or like have some sort of like harsh words being exchanged between both of you here. Now with this 9 of Cups energy and the Star energy here, what I'm getting from your person here is that they're currently going through a cleansing process, or like re-cleansing themselves, like trying to new almost like a new beginning energy, I would say here, for those who chose pile number 2. And they finally come to this realization that their dream and their wish fulfillment are actually with you here. So even though for those who chose pile number 2, they might have decided to be with another person, or they might have decided to leave you with another person, like I said, whatever separation, whatever triggering the separation between both of you here, and in whatever term both of you got separated, they're definitely highly regretting that energy here. I've also got the Page of Swords energy. Now this is interesting because the Page of Swords here is like almost a stalking energy, I would say here. So I will not be surprised if they've been like stalking you, checking out your social media pages here, like again afraid to communicate with you, afraid to put that one step forward to just communicate with you here. And I've also got the 7 of Cups, feeling a lot of confused energy. So what they do here is that they will just be sitting there overthinking, like, should I message them, should I not message them here, how would they be reacting if I message them now, would they actually accept me, would they finally forgive me here, like what am I supposed to say? Because I feel like the last time that both of you had communicated, I feel like you were the one who actually reaching out to your person here, but somehow they did not really appreciate that, or they did not really having a good approach on that here. So they might either be ghosting you or ignoring you, or again, like I said, there might be some sort of like a harsh word being exchanged. So they could be angry and then say something towards you, and vice versa. You could also be like saying something to them. So a lot of words being exchanged here. So they're also feeling that guilty energy. But with this Star, this is like their wish here. I'm getting like a very strong wish energy coming up here, like dreaming, wishing energy coming up here. So this is like your person wishes at this point of time, and they want you to know that they've been imagining how would it be if like both of you are in communication again, or how would it be if like both of you are meeting each other again, and finally they have the chance to like explain to you what had happened, what had what had went down between both of you here. They really want to explain it. They really want to explain themselves. So that energy is coming out very strongly from your person here. I feel like there are a lot of misunderstanding and miscommunication that might have happened between both of you here. There was also a lot of third party involvement, I would say here. Now this third party involvement does not necessarily have to be another person. This could be like toxic friend, toxic family members who could actually triggering the separation, or could actually be feeding both of you, feeding each other here with negative thing about each other, which is just fueling up the fire between both of you here. So there are a lot of explanation that actually need to happen between both of you. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, and if you're currently blocking your person, I feel like it's time for you to just unblock them. Like, again, it does not really mean that you have to communicate with them here. You don't have to communicate if you don't want to communicate, but at least just keep it open, keep that door open, because there is no point of you blocking them and then thinking like when they will be reaching out, why are they not reaching out yet? Because even though they might have reached out towards you here, but because you block them, you might not see any messages, you might not be getting any notification here. So I feel like it's time for you to just open up the door here. Like, do not close the door, because your person is going to make an attempt to come back towards you here, and this time they're going to explain themselves. And not only explaining themselves here, they're also going to be apologizing for you for how they've treated you here, because they really want to talk to you. Like, they desperately want to have a chance to communicate with you. They're like this is like almost a desperation energy, but also a wishing energy here, because as you can see here with this 9 of Cups and the Star energy, both are wishing card, both are wish fulfillment energy here. So if they have one wish at this point of time here, is that they want to clear all this misunderstanding between both of you. Like that, this is the main wish that they have here at this point of time. I feel like the last new moon or the upcoming full moon is going to be quite significant for those of you who chose pile number 2, because as you can see here, I've also got the moon energy coming up here, because I feel like the last new moon, your person could also be doing some sort of like new moon ritual here, like trying to manifest you, or at least trying to make you unblock them so they can actually communicate with you here. Now with the advice card that I've got for you, for those who chose pile number 2, I've got imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibility. Like I said, envision a new reality. Your person is currently envisioning a new beginning with you here, for those who chose pile number 2 here. Like, they are definitely imagining how will it be if you just unblock them, if you just accept them, and how will it be if both of you are starting to communicate again here. And I feel like this is also what you have been doing, but somehow some of you here are still limiting yourself, or are still having this limited self-belief within yourself here. Like, you're just doubting, and you're just not sure what to do, or where to begin energy here. So this is another thing that you need to pay attention to, I would say here. Release yourself, release all the doubt, release all the fear, and it's time for you to just, for those of you who definitely blocking your person, if you feel drawn to unblock them, I would definitely suggest you to unblock them, and let's see how it goes from there. So that's it for those who chose pile number 2. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good day, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye-bye. Hello, for those who chose pile number 3, messages from your person. What do they want you to know at this point of time? So let's look into the card. Okay, so I've got soulmate and twin flame. I've got the Hierophant coming up here. 5 of Pentacles, not 9 of Pentacles. I've got Ace of Pentacles coming up here. I've also got the King of Cups and Discernment energy coming up here. So the sign that I'm getting for those who chose pile number 3 here, I'm getting a very strong Taurus energy. So Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then I'm also getting a very strong water energy coming up here as well, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So you could have any of those signs strongly in your chart, or your person could have any of those signs strongly in their chart. Now with this first message that I've got for you, for those who chose pile number 3, soulmate or twin flame energy, like this is 100% the confirmation. For those of you who chose pile number 3 but still having this doubt, is this person my true twin flame? Is this person someone that I'm supposed to be with here? Do they know that we have a very strong soul connection here? The answer is yes, 100%. They definitely do know about that. I've got the soulmate or twin flame energies. This is like already the major confirmation for those of you who chose pile number 3. So try to not doubt on that. Now your person might not know the label, your person might not know the term twin flame, they might not know about all this, like term here, but they do know that there is a very, very strong soul connection between both of you. Like this is like something that they have come into the realization. And I've also got the Hierophant energy coming up from your person, which is quite interesting. As you can see here, there are light coming up here as well. So I feel like your person have been going through a major transformation or a major shift within themselves here when it comes into their spiritual awakening here. I feel like the last new moon, which was on 12th of January, last Tuesday, this is something that like, how do I say, like that particular new moon energy have been like, has a quite shift, like has like a huge stepping stone, I would say, here for your person, for those who chose pile number 2. I feel like they've come to this particular realization. Again, they might not be already on the top. As you can see here, there are a lot of staircase coming up here. Again, don't expect your person to just like suddenly wake up one day and feeling enlightened out of nowhere. No, but they've taken that first step into their spiritual journey and into this spiritual awakening journey around surrounding themselves here. So they're basically at the very bottom of the stair, but they're going to take a baby step energy here. So this is definitely a very strong progress, I would say, here coming up from your person, for those who chose pile number 3, which is, again, I've got the King of Cups coming up here. I feel like your person previously during the separation, and even like when both of you were together here, this King of Cups energy is that someone who was not really open with their emotions, someone, I would even say, like a little bit ungrounding energy coming up here as well from your person. So they might not really open with their emotion, they might not really know how to deal with their emotions. So what they do here is that putting up this defensive wall up within themselves, because they just because they just do not know how to handle with all this emotional pain, emotional turmoil, emotional trauma, all this past issue, childhood trauma, family issue, family upbringing. But with this awakening, or with this with this awakening journey that they have recently got into, they're also transforming within themselves emotionally and mentally. So when both of you are meeting up towards each other again, or when both of you are starting to communicate with each other again here, you're going to witness that your person is going to be open when it comes into their emotion, when it comes into how they're expressing themselves and how they're expressing their emotion here. So there are no more running and chasing dynamic, I would say, here. And this is also why I've got the Ace of Pentacles coming up for you. So a very strong new beginning energy coming up for you here, for those who chose pile number 3. So advanced congratulations. Now this Ace of Pentacles is also important, because the Ace of Pentacles is the energy of something solid. So your person has this strong intention, pure and solid intention of restarting something new with you here, for those who chose pile number 3. A very strong union energy. And this is like, your person is going to work on themselves first, trying to bettering up themselves, trying to work on the emotion. I feel like some of you here, before or even like after your separation, you might have been telling your person that, okay, you need to work on this, you need to work on your emotion, you need to heal all these things here. And at that time, your person might be just like brushing it off, because they think that you are just insane, or you just kind of like controlling. But at this point of time, they come to that realization, okay, they are actually right, I need to work on this here. So I'm just going to work on myself, I'm going to improve myself here, so that way I can meet them halfway. So there is definitely going to be a reunion happening between both of you here, for those who chose pile number 3. and your person is going to meet you the halfway here on this spiritual journey within themselves. But there is definitely 100% going to be a union between both of you here, and your person have come to this particular point that they understand the intense soul connection. So they are no longer running away from all this energy, and they want you to know that. Another thing that they want you to know, for those who chose pile number 3 here, is that with this 5 of Pentacles energy, they do understand that the separation or the breakup between both of you did not happen in a good term, and they do understand that whatever had happened in the past, they have hurt you tremendously. And with this 5 of Pentacles, it's like they have left you alone in the cold. So that kind of energy is coming up from them. So they've completely come to this realization that they have hurt you, and they're actually really sorry for that, I would say here, for those who chose pile number 3. They want you to be able to forgive them. They want you to be able to let go of all this energy. So the moment that both of you coming back together into a reunion here, both of you can restart something from ground zero, leaving all this emotional pain and all this emotional trauma behind. Just as your person is going through this healing and this transformation, they also want you to go through the same here, for those who chose pile number 3. So continue working on yourself, continue working on your healing energy here, letting go of all this past pain and past trauma, any childhood trauma, family issue, family upbringing here, any emotional trauma that you also might have here, pile number 3, for those who chose pile number 3, because at the same time here, both of you are working on yourself. So this is definitely going to be a major shift happening between both of you. Now looking at the advice, I've got the discernment coming up here. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. So a discernment here is basically talking about paying attention to your gut feeling, paying attention to your intuition here. I feel like because some of you are still in this 5 of Pentacles energy, are still in this almost like suffering and then feeling sad, heartbroken energy here. Some of you having this trouble to pay attention to your intuition, having trouble to listen to your intuition. So you need to let go of this energy here, pile number 3. You need to step outside of this door. As you can see here, there is this golden key, and only you have this access for this golden key. So all you need to do here is that get up, check that golden key, and then walk away from all this misery, walk away from all this sadness and heartbreak energy, because both of you are going to come into union. Both of you have a very, very strong soul connection here. Yes, whatever had happened between both of you have definitely hurt you quite a lot, but it's also time for you to let go of those hurt, let go of those pain, and stepping out as someone who is much stronger here, pile number 3. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good day, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye-bye. Hi, for those who chose pile number 4, messages from your person. What do they want you to know at this time? So let's look into your cards here. Pile number 4. Okay, so for those who chose pile number 4, the cards that I've got for you here, I've got release the anger. I've got the wheel coming up here. The 3 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords coming up here, and then I've got freedom coming up here as well. So the sign that I'm getting for you, for those who chose pile number 4, I'm getting a very strong fire energy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'm also getting a very strong air energy coming up here, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So you could have any of those signs strongly in your chart, or your person could have any of those signs strongly in their chart here. Now I'm getting a very, very specific message for those who chose pile number 4. Is like, the message that I'm getting for you here is that I'm free. That's what your person wants you to know. That's what they want you to know at this point of time here, for those who chose pile number 4. Especially with this Knight of Wands and the 3 of Wands energy coming up here. This may not resonate with everyone, because for those who chose pile number 4, I'm getting like a very strong third party energy here, or a karmic contract, or a karmic situation. Does not necessarily have to be another person. This could be toxic family members, could also be some sort of like toxicity in their life here. But with this Three of Wands energy and the freedom energy coming up here, they are like screaming, I'm free from all this karmic situation, I'm free from all this karmic contract. So for those of you, your person who are currently in a third party situation, or for those of you, your person who are currently with someone else here, they are leaving this karmic situation, they are leaving the third party situation. This is like the main message that I've got for you here. They're finally going to do whatever they need to do here, such as legal system, legal issue, going through divorce, legal separation. They're basically going to do what they have to do here to just finally completely be free from all this third party situation. And this is also why I've got the wheel of fortune coming up here, which is talking about whatever happened from now on into the future, things are going to go in your favor. So all this chain or all these blockages that have been there on you and your personal life, on both of your situation, all these chains are finally breaking up free. Your person is going to be a free person here, finally living out all this third party situation. Now the message from your person, what do they want you to know at this point of time here, is that they want you to release the anger, the frustration and the irritation that you've been having within themselves here. I do understand that they might have been with this third party situation for quite a long time. Some of them might have been even married for, I'm getting the number of 14, 1-4. So like you and your person could have been in separation for 14 years, could also be for 14 months, I would say here, but like a very, very long period energy is what I'm getting. So it seems like you have been angry or you've been like frustrated, because it's like how much longer should I wait? Like like when are you even going to leave this third party situation? When are you even going to be free? And this is the good news coming up for you, for those who chose pile number 4, sorry, not pile number 2, pile number 4, that your person is finally going to be free, 100% going to be free here. So they're finally going to be dealing with all these things, what they need to do here to finally step as a free person, I would say here, for those who chose pile number 4. I keep saying pile number 2. So if any of you were drawn from pile number 2, from pile number 2, so you might also check on that, because I keep getting that pile number 2 energy, so you might also want to check on that. But anyway, looking at into the Knight of Wands energy coming up, yes, you can see here this person is coming towards you, like literally traveling to come towards you here, like a moving energy. Now I'm not sensing any long or any like a long journey or long time for this to happen, because it's like they are about to enter this union between both of you, I would say here. So it's not going to take any time longer, especially with this Three of Wands. At this point of time, they're only waiting for one thing, which I feel like for those of you, or for those of you who your person are currently married here, like they're just waiting for one thing. I feel like this is like either a divorce paper or like a something relating to legal thing here, that they're just waiting for that, and then they're finally going to like step free here, like they finally going to jump into the ship and just coming towards you. I'm getting like a very strong traveling energy and coming towards you here. I've also got the King of Swords energy coming up here. I feel like the communication between both of you here have been going on quite good, or will be picking up soon, because the vision that I'm getting here is that they are writing up a letter for you. Now this does not necessarily mean a letter. This could be through email or social media pages as well. Like they're finally going to reach us out towards you and finally letting you know that, okay, this is it, I'm breaking free from my marriage, from my third party situation, from all this karmic situation surrounding me, and I'm finally going to be a free person again. And when I'm becoming free here, you are the first person that I'm going to meet, and I'm going to explain everything that had happened to me to you, and I hope you can actually forgive me and accept me back. So that is the message that I've got from your person here. Like that is what they want to tell you here, for those who chose pile number 4. I'm definitely getting a very strong free energy, finally like breathing the fresh air. So that kind of energy is coming out very, very strongly from your person. So one thing that you need to do here, for those who chose pile number 4 here, is that release the anger, release the frustration. Yes, it definitely has been a while, it's definitely not fair for you to wait all this time, but everything is happening in the divine timing, and now it's the timing for your person to be completely free. This is like the time for your person to come towards you as a full person, you know, like as a complete person, and they want to be in union with you here for those who chose pile number 4. Now the advice card that I've got for you here, I've got freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom, claim your independence. So again, like literally being free, claiming the independence. So this is what's happening between you and your person, more specifically your person at this point of time here. They're finally going to be independent, going to be single and independent by themselves. So that is the main energy that I'm getting for you, for those who chose pile number 4. So I hope the reading resonates. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good day, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye bye. Hi, for those who chose pile number 5, messages from your person. What do they want you to know at this time? So let's look at into your cards here. Okay, so for the cards that I'm getting for those who chose pile number 5, I've got explore your creative side. I've also got 7 of Wands coming up here. 3 of Swords, 2 of Wands, and then I've got 10 of Pentacles coming up here with Goddess. The sign that I'm getting for you, for those who chose pile number 5, I'm getting fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'm getting air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I'm also getting earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So you could have any of those signs strongly in your chart, or your person could have any of those signs strongly in their chart. Now, the first message that I've got from your person here is that I'm sorry. They want to let you know that they are very sorry for leaving you. I've got the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Swords energy coming up here. They do understand how much heartbreak that they've been causing you in the past, and even like now with this separation. They do understand that they've been quite selfish, I would say here, for those who chose pile number 5, because every time you try to message them, or every time you try to reaching out towards them here, they're just having this defensive wall up, as you can see here with this 7 of Wands energy. Like you are trying to reach us out towards them, you're trying to, you know, like connect and communicate with them here, but they just, you know, like looking the other side. So they do understand they've been quite rude, and you know, like they have not treated you the right way here. And I feel like for those who chose pile number 5, this separation has been initiated by your person, and this is why I've got the regret energy coming up here, the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Swords here. It's like they have left you either for someone else or just to be single, because you know, like that could be feeling overwhelmed with this relationship, or just, you know, like could be even blaming you for all things that had happened. But at this point of time, I'm getting a very strong regret energy and I'm sorry energy coming up here. At the same time, there is also ego coming up from your person here. So even though they are sorry, even though they are feeling sad, even though they know that they have not treated you the right way, even though this separation and this breakup between both of you here have been affecting them in a really, really bad way, I would say here, but at the same time, they are still having this hesitancy to reach us out towards you, or they're still having that hesitant to just communicate with you here for those who chose pile number 5 here. Definitely a very strong ego energy, and this ego is what making them feeling stuck, I would say here with this 2 of Wands. Like they want to communicate with you, but they just don't know how to do it, because I feel like they might have been, for example, for some of you here, they might be stalking you on your social media page, like liking your profile pictures, liking the posts that you've been posting up, liking up your story, or you know, like could even be like you might be seeing them sending you messages, and then the next minute they're going to unsend the messages here. So you know, like almost like a childish energy, I would say. But like this is the ego is doing all of these things here, because they want to communicate with you. They just want to, you know, like finally come clean about everything with you here for those who chose pile number 5. But at the same time, they're also feeling hesitant. They're also feeling stuck here. Their ego is making them feeling like if they do this, they're just going to be appear as vulnerable. This is like something that they cannot make in terms with, I would say here, for those who chose pile number 5. And I've also got the Ten of Pentacles coming up here. They want to be with you. They want to be in union with you here. But I feel like for those who chose pile number 5, the union is definitely going to happen for you, for both of you. But it may take a little bit some time, because your person is definitely has a very, very strong ego, I would say here. So they want to be with you, but they do not want to be the first person to make that initiate. Like they do not be the person, they do not want to initiate that. So if you try to message them anytime from now into the future, they are going to reply towards you, but at the same time they might be replying with one word or two word here. Like they're kind of like going to be stringing it along for a little bit time here, and then they're going to start, like communicating with you normally here. So it's kind of like a very strong childish game, I would say here, very strong childish energy. So I actually wouldn't suggest you to like play with it, because they are going to come back. This is the thing here, they're going to come back. They're just going to wait for a little bit longer, just to see that if you are the one who is actually going to reach us out here, if you are the one who's actually going to initiate everything, and then like just trying to communicate with your person, and just like restarting thing here. Because like I said, the ego energy coming up here, and this is also why I've got explore your creative side coming up here. The higher self wants you to just focus on yourself, focus on your hobby. Try to not be stressful with this situation, because as much as you are hurting with this separation, your person is also hurting. But the thing here is that they are still playing up with their ego. They're still being the victim of their own ego here. Now I've also got the goddess energy coming up here. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. See, your person understands the value of yourself. Your person is seeing you as, like as the goddess energy here. So they know that if they do not come back, if they do not reconcile or reunite with you here, they are the ones actually going to lose you here. And this is, but again, they're trying to play mind games with you here, which is why it's not really healthy at this point of time. And this is why the advice that I've got for you here with this goddess energy, you need to step up. You need to honor your divine feminine energy here. So try to focus on yourself, healing yourself here, focusing on what you want to do, your hobbies, things that you've been wanting to do here. Because the more you're focusing on yourself, the more you honor yourself here, this is when you're going to be projecting a lot of self-confidence. You're going to be shining here, and this is what is going to even like triggering the insecurities and the jealousy from your person. Now it's going to be their duty, it's going to be their responsibility to heal themselves, heal from their ego, and then coming back towards you, because the union is definitely going to happen. At this point of time, it's just like a little bit of mind games from your person here, for those who chose pile number 5. So that's it for you. Hi, for those who chose pile number 6, for messages from your person, what do they want to tell you at this time? So now let's look into your cards here. Okay, so for those who chose pile number 6, the cards that I've got for you, religious or spiritual factors. I've got the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and then I've got expansion coming up here. Now the sign that I'm getting for those who chose pile number 6, I'm getting air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and I'm also getting water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So you could have any of those signs strongly in your chart, or your person could have any of those signs strongly in their chart. Now the first message that I'm getting from your person here is that a very strong differences when it comes into your religion and your spirituality. So both of you could have a different religion, I would say here, or this could also be in terms of the spirituality that both of you are carrying, or both of you are practicing, in a sense that I feel like you are the one who is actually more awakened and your person is less awakened here, because I've also got the Ace of Swords energy coming up here from your person. So the Ace of Swords here is that someone who is logical, someone who's actually critical thinking, as you can see here with this staircase around the head. So your person is someone who will honor everything that is coming up in terms of logic. So when that being said, he might not really believe in terms of this soulmate and twin flame energy here. So this is like the challenge between both of you, because he's always or because there are always, the gender does not matter here, because there are always trying to find a reason to stay, to like to basically honoring the reality, honoring the 3D, honoring the logic within themselves here. So they're kind of like a very critical thinking of person, I would say here, for those who chose pile number 6. Now I've also got the Page of Cups energy coming up here. So apart from the logical type of energy, apart from this critical thinking energy here, the Page of Cups here, I feel like for those who chose pile number 6, there is some sort of like age difference, I would say here, between both of you. If not age different, this is also talking about immaturity. It's like either you or your person can be a little bit of immature when it comes into your emotion. But again, with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords energy, even though there is no immaturity energy between both of you, it's like one of you here is too emotional. One of you here is someone who's actually just honoring your emotional side, and your person coming up here as someone who is actually really logical. So this is also causing the clash between both of you. They might not know how to handle all this emotion, and they do not know how to handle things when you are starting to expressing your emotion here. Like it could be like a little bit overly emotional, I would say here, and they just do not know how to understand that, and how to like how to control it, because it's like something new coming up from them. So there are a lot of differences, or like kind of like differences between both of you here. Now this is what causing, or this is what triggering the separation between both of you, or just like some sort of like conflict or misunderstanding between both of you. Now I've got the Four of Cups energy. As you can see here, one person is like daydreaming or overthinking, and unexpectedly there is someone like already standing up in front of that door. So like this is like a very strong unexpected visit, I would say here, or an unexpected surprise will be coming up from your person. So this can be in terms of a physical visit, like your person is going to visit you, or they might be coming up into your town, into your city. This could also be in terms of communication, such as messages or phone call that you're going to get from your person here. Now I've also got the Seven of Swords energy. Another thing that I'm getting here is that both of you have the equal responsibility for the separation and for the breakup, because again it's like both of you are communicating in a different vibrational, or in like a different, almost like a different language, I would say here. Like not literally a different language, in a sense that you might be coming up from the place of emotional self, while your person is trying to be logical with everything currently going on with them here. So this is like causing the differences between both of you. So what I would suggest here is that for you to also learn on how to express yourself, on how to express your emotion in a positive way and in a healthy way. Sometimes we can get overwhelmed, I would say here, that we just like don't know how to express it in a positive way, and we just like kind of like going all in, like just like blasting everything here. Now this is like also like going to be taking your person, making them taking a step back here, because like what is going on, they do not know anything, and then suddenly you just like blasting with all your emotion. So for you to handle that, or this could also be coming up from your person here, is that do not hold yourself, do not try to control your emotion, I would say here. So whenever you're feeling angry, whenever you do not like something, whenever like you just feel like, okay, this is, I cannot accept this, so just let it out at that time here. Try to have that conversation. This can be with anyone, does not necessarily have to be in terms of your love relationship wise here, but this is like could be in your general life, I would say here. Try to express it, and just try to say, okay, look, I do not like how things going on here, and I do not like how things you did, or like how things have turned out. So I would like to make sure that none of these things happen again, and I would like to make sure that later on in the future we can discuss before deciding on something, and we can like honor and respect each other's wishes. Like you can actually start coming up from that that particular point. Now I've also got expansion energy coming up here. Spread your wings and share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you are made of. Another thing that I'm getting from your person here is that because of this immature energy coming up here, they're also going to finally growing up, like having this transformation to be more mature and to be more responsible and more grounded within themselves. This is why I've also got the expansion energy. So this is like the mutual energy, I would say, here between both of you. Your person have a lot of things that they need to work on with, which is the immaturity here, and you also have a lot of things that you need to work on with here for those who chose pile number 6, which is actually expanding yourself, expanding the way you are communicating here, the way that you are projecting yourself, the way that you are projecting your emotion here. How do you share your messages? How do you have this verbal communication? I would say here in terms of healthy and a positive way. So this is something that you also need to look out for here for those who chose pile number 6. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this message resonates with you, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good day, stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.